Hi everyone, a quick 5-minute mantra. How does that sound? Is everyone excited?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to give this a little context. Last year around this time I came to Bombay and I was setting on this new journey as a trainer and as a communications coach. I started running webinars and I put up the same sort of messaging, and when I opened the webinar, I found I had attracted the wrong audience. They all thought that this is an English language course. So I was getting teachers, I was getting some young professionals, whereas that was not what I was teaching. I said, please go to an English speaking academy to learn that. And what I'm going to teach is communication. So there is a sort of misnomer, and this is the thing I'm going to clarify in this session. So when we say
Shalini, if you could please come on the side also that people see.
So when we say communication, it is a lot more than English or whatever language you're using. So in the diagram that we learn about communication, there's someone who sends the message, someone who receives it, some medium through which it passes, which is your language, and there is a message. So communication is a lot about the message as much as the medium. So what should be your medium? Of course, the language that you use. Then you have text, you have oral, you have visual, audio and audio-visual. And so here you have verbal communication that I'm doing with you. I'm not using any pictures here today because this is all about concept. There's nothing for me to show you in terms of pictures. Okay? Now the message is very important, and this is what people miss when they say that communication is equal to good English. So message means is what you want to say and why do you want to say it. Today I am talking to you because I want to demonstrate my credibility to you. So if there is someone who wants to take my service, I should demonstrate that I can deliver. And secondly, who is your audience? I'm sure that you all address people from your domain as well as general audience. I'm sure you tweak your message according to the general audience. And how much? Recently I was at a conference and people were presenting abstract, research abstract. They wanted to put their entire thesis into 7 minutes. How is that possible and why should anyone do that? Because you should know who your audience is. They already know what you're going to say. Sometimes they don't know anything about what you're going to say. So please do tweak your message accordingly, and are you receptive to feedback? So when you look at people, make eye contact and ask some questions in between. Like if I ask Jaya, you say visual communication, you do a lot of visual communication. So when you interact with your client, it is a sort of, what you're talking about. When you interact with your own people, then you will talk in a different way. So many times we say pitch deck, but what we see is a product catalog. Your pitch deck must also talk about your vision, about your ideals, your mission, why you started this business in the first place, and what is the value you want to bring to the market. And sometimes we put a lot of text, we put cuttings, we put things, and you should make sure that they are readable from wherever the audience is sitting, or at least half the audience should be able to read it. And use visual aids or any other aids only where it is necessary. Otherwise, allow the attention to be on you because you are the presentation and that is your visual aid. So body language forms another key. The way you stand. Normally, if there is no PPT, then center of the stage is called the power position. Suppose this is the stage, and you just step back 1 foot and this is your power position, and this is your commanding position, which says that I am in command, I own the stage. And similarly, when you talk to your seniors, you are respectful. When you talk to your peers, you are cordial. When you talk to your subordinates, you are empathetic. So your tonality also changes accordingly. The pacing thing is also important because a lot of us Asians tend to speak very fast. The rate at which you speak should be the same as the rate at which your audience absorbs that message. So make sure some people are very fast, they just go like a bullet train. You don't have to do that. You can just pace it easier. Yeah, so these are the few mantras I wanted to share with you. Thank you.